it's gone off, don't worry. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Because the live show might have an issue. Is it saying searching?
No, it's good.
It's good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The show has gone. Sometimes the live show may fade in and out. Don't let it bother you. The whole show will be on YouTube next Sunday. This is show number 167 here in Thames at the Vessel Art Gallery. Everybody get ready to sing along. You guys ready? Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we do.
Laura has been paused.
Yeah, that will pause. Don't even worry about it. But something's gonna happen. The live show is gonna be a bit dicky. Dookie. Dookie. Do you call a spit a dookie here? Yeah, well, it might be. It has
Shall we start again though?
Yeah, well, no, because it doesn't matter. It's either going to run or it's not.
Okay, because you got the.
Yeah, because it will be on Facebook. We like to have it live on Facebook, but sometimes the internet. Oh, you never know when that internet is going to let it go. And it'll all be on YouTube next Sunday. It's back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We're back. Fading in and out. All is well. Oh, you never know just how life is going to go. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we do. Oh, who knew that was gonna be the biggest problem today? The dang internet won't go. Oh, you got to aim high and go for your pie in the sky. Go ahead and trust yourself. Everything will right itself. Oh, you never know, but life's a stream, so jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Here we go. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we do. Yeah. I knew the internet might be dicky, or dookie, or dongy, or dingleberry-like. Okay, I am sitting here in the beautiful Vessel Art Gallery, and we are going to speak to some of the members of, this is an art co-op, art cooperative, and our first cooperative member is going to be Pam. Pam, come and join me. Thank you, Pam and friend. Pam and little friend. Who's your friend?
Hello, this is Dusty.
Dusty. I'm gonna put the mandolin down there. Hi, Dusty. Dusty's on the show too. Now, Pam, you are a member of the Vessel Art Co-op. What does that mean?
It means I'm part of a community of artists.
Oh, so well, that's true. I mean, I like the way you use that word community, because it really is a community. So, as a member, you pay a fee weekly, the rental fee.
Yes, we share the costs.
Okay, so as all the members share the cost of renting the gallery.
Yes.
And then
we take turns in the shop, so each of us does one day a fortnight and the occasional Saturday.
okay, and then if you sell a piece of work here, do you get to keep all the profit?
We do indeed.
All the profit. And you also have visiting artists, and what do you call them? The commissioned artists.
Yes.
So there are commissioned artists that they don't pay the rent and they don't sit the shop, but they do pay a commission on their artwork.
They do.
And so we'll be talking to a commissioned artist in a bit.
Yes.
How long have you been a member?
I say it would be 2.5 years, I think.
Okay, and were you there sort of for, how long? The place has been open, what, closer to 4 years?
I came in when I'd been running a year, I think.
Okay, what made you decide you wanted to join this bunch?
Well, it's a different bunch from when I started. There's only a few original bunch members.
Okay.
So, and which is quite cool because it changes all the time. And it's nice to have that.
And like, I mean, how did you know about it? Were you just walking by and saw them, or what made you even decide you wanted to join?
A member at the time, her sister relieves at the plant shop.
Ah,
So, and she was telling me.
so you wanted it down?
No, her cousin, sorry, not sister.
Kiss oh, now let's get this family.
I know.
The family tree correct. Next thing you know, we're branching off left. We're supposed to be going right. And at the time, you're doing a lot of quite realistic drawings.
Yeah, I was, at the time, I think I was doing sketches for some kids' books.
Oh, yeah. So if you have a kid's book that needs illustrating,
No, I'll never do that again.
don't ever do that. Don't ask Pam. But maybe you could wander down here to the vessel co-op and somebody would do it. Not Pam.
Yeah.
Don't ask Pam.
No.
And,
Sorry.
no, it's too funny. Yeah, call her up. Never. Right this part of the back part of the gallery, you all often invite other people to come and show here.
Yes.
But this month, or this time, it was a show of the vessel members.
Yes.
And I am so excited about your new work. I have to say, thank you so much. I considered your new work the star of the show.
Oh, geez, thank you.
Because all the work is incredible in the show, but your direction was so different. So, look, I'm going to grab this one down very carefully. Oh, I don't want to put my fingers on the front of it now. Look at this thing. Can you see it on the last? Can you see it? Can you all see the little bugs down in the corner? I mean, it is so cute. Now this isn't at all your normal style.
No, I had got given a set of acrylic pens.
Acrylic pins.
Pens. And
Markers.
I didn't realise until I tried that they don't blend. So that's the result of the
Yeah,
me
can
not
somebody
being able
grab
to
one of her
blend.
deers off the wall? Isn't that your deer over there?
Yes.
Because I would love to just show people a little bit of why I consider these the star of the show. All the work is amazing. But what I love about this is its complete and utter change. We'll hold this one up. Is this so this is a lot of what you do. Not a lot, or this is what you can do.
Something
with
what I can do.
with some blending going on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get given these pens and you can't do what you usually do, and you end up doing this, which I think is stunning. And what I particularly love is the way you have represented the bugs down here in the corner, because we've been drawing sunsets and birds for a while. Not it's one thing we know how to represent them, but how do you represent like
Bugs. And
square?
I don't think they're bugs that actually exist, some of them, but they're just
Well,
sort of
and
made
they
up
might-
in my head.
Right, and they might be bugs that would normally be on top of the ground, but you have them here under the ground or whatever. I find this
I
stunning.
did
Stunning.
a pen and watercolour, an A4 of the same thing, sort of half underground and half flowers.
You've done this, or you did in the past?
I did probably about, I don't know, a few months ago,
Mm.
and I thought, oh, that's quite cool.
Yeah, I'm really encouraging you to just go this direction for a little while.
And of course, nothing's in perspective, because
Right, that's okay.
the bugs are as big as the fish.
Yes.
And the flowers are smaller than the
Then
bugs.
I know. Well, that's I really like it because we're not trying. Like, I can take my camera and take a picture of a field if I'm looking for a picture of a field. And, there are beautiful paintings of fields that we like. Nothing wrong with a beautiful painting of a field. But, yeah, so anyways, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
just flowing with your new
Flowing.
style.
The
The
flow
flow. The name of the art show was The Flow Sake.
No,
For Flow Sake. And you just flowed off
Yes.
in a new direction. Congratulations, and continue to be here and do. Thanks for answering general questions. Do we need to say anything more about your life?
No.
I'm all good with that. No. This is me. It's all going to know about me.
Cover me up.
Thank you
Well,
very
thank
much.
you so
much. And with the pup and all. Yeah, give me the pup's name again.
Dusty.
Dusty, off you go. You've been very good, Dusty.
Thank
and I'm
you.
going to hand this off.
Wonderful.
I can maybe try and hang it back up.
All
All right.
we'll do it later, shall we?
We'll do it later. Well,
Yeah.
that's all right. Yeah. We'll do it later. Okay. Kanani, come on up. Let's have a piece of your work. Kanani. Hi, welcome. How long have you been a member here?
Probably 2 years.
2 years?
I think I came just after Pam a little bit.
And what made you come?
So a member wanted to leave because for whatever reason, and she asked me if I wanted to be part of it, and I literally had not really made anything for, I don't know, 15 years.
Oh,
Because I did motherhood.
you made something.
And I was, and I was thinking, great, I want to get back into my art because my child had grown up. And so yeah, I wanted to get back, but I had no idea what I was going to do. And because it's a sort of a shop, you have to get your head around
Selling things,
making things.
Because it is important to sell something, isn't it?
It
Somehow.
kinda
Making-
is.
I mean,
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
say you make it for the love of it.
I mean, that's right.
But-
You gotta love it, but you also want to pay your rent, right?
Yes.
So even though the rent is very, very reasonable.
Yes.
So, which is perfect. Like,
And
I
so
love
when
the whole
a regular
format.
member decides they need to leave, then the gallery is looking for someone to replace that full-time member to help pay the.
That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And so you thought about it.
Yes, and I was very nervous because I have a background in making sort of like installation things.
Installation.
Yeah, so working in situ in the environment,
With
documenting.
What kind of materials were you using?
I've used, so I have a textile background,
Oh.
and then I did my master's in the quarry up the Waiatahi, and I did installation work in there, like using grass seeds, using water, just documenting. It's all conceptual things. Documenting
Ooh,
it.
conceptual art.
Yes,
Ooh.
yes. So coming into this space was such a different mindset, like thinking, what am I gonna make? And so I kind of went back to something that I was doing for my master's, which was making giant paintings and putting them up in public and kind of screaming about the environment, because I thought we all just needed to be reminded about being less human-centric, basically. More
Less human-centric. I kind of like those words together. It's beautiful. So let's see. What is this?
So this is my most recent, one of my most recent. I did 2 for this exhibition, and this is, so I go with this poster format because it's kind of lowbrow printmaking in a way, kind of pop art, Andy Warhol-ish kind of idea, very accessible.
Now, do you draw these on a computer or do you draw these by
I
hand?
paint them,
You
yeah,
paint-
so I
paint
paint them on heavy black paper generally.
And how big? This big or smaller?
Bigger.
Oh, you paint them bigger.
I paint them big.
Oh, yeah. And then when you reproduce them, they shrink a little bit and that tightens everything.
Yeah, well, you can get a bigger print, so then I just
Okay.
do limited edition prints.
Limited edition prints.
Yeah.
Can you hold up some of her cards? Are these
Yes.
her cards? Are they? And the cards, are they not exact replicas of the posters, are they?
They are
Similar.
Yeah,
Oh, they are
they
replicas.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these different posters are for sale
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
at the Vessel. And I have seen people come in, people really enjoy it. And I think they appreciate this save the earth sentiment that you're going, okay, so what does this say?
So this one is more
What
about.
does this say,
This
darling?
says, so I also like to incorporate Te Reo Māori because
That's
it's
the language?
Because yes, that's the native language of
Yes.
this Aotearoa. And so
Do you have my background? Or?
I don't, but I come from Hawaii originally.
From
and
Hawaii
I
originally.
grew up I never heard Hawaiian spoken.
Mm.
And I studied it at university because of that. I think it's beautiful. Of course, I learned Waiata songs and things in Hawaiian. But I think Polynesian languages are so beautiful that I wanted to. So I studied Hawaiian, I did some Tahitian, I went and lived in Samoa and studied Samoan language. When I came here, it was just part of that whole
Where did you? So you came here. You weren't born here.
I
You
wasn't
were born
born
in Hawaii.
Yes.
Oh, well, but there's a lot of connection between New Zealand and Hawaii,
There-
family ties that some people can actually right on back, you know,
That's
whatever,
right.
tell their stories.
Yeah, because it's all Polynesian
Mm.
connection. They did a lot of navigating.
So what are these words?
So this says kia kihi te ao. This means kiss the world. And you can see the English is in there as well. And then kiss the world beautiful. And this is a little pair, a male and female miro miro, which are native birds. And the grasses that they're sitting on are the kiss. But I also found out after painting it that they are considered the guardians of the forest. So it also acts as a sort of like a guard symbol, protection of the world. And this is moving for me into a more, like less reminding us to take care of our environment, to notice our environment, to listen, and more to be joyous in everything that we do and have as much as possible. You know, let emotions go through you, but hold on to joy, embrace like your heart. So there's a big heart here. And then I found out after I painted it that they are actually the lovebirds in Maori lore. So I didn't know any of this. It all just...
But somehow you knew.
Somehow I knew.
Isn't
So
that
it's kind of
interesting?
a little channeling. So down here it says miro miro, or miro miro lovebirds, and he manu aroha te miro miro, which is the exact meaning of miro miro are the lovebirds, basically. So that's what these are about. Oh, and there's a little seed of potential there because we all need to be reminded.
And I like this really loose, sort of almost graffiti style, but not. Yeah, I think that's really effective for you. And I see these things just fly out the doors. Yeah. Do you have, so since you've been part of it and decided to, should we do, no, we think we should, because it's a little heavy. I mean, it's not too heavy, but
Our arms.
So what has it done for you, do you think, to be part of this cooperative?
It's been such a joy, like just to be in a community of other people. I really enjoy new members, everyone who's been here for a while. There's a lot of support and joyousness and everything that people bring in, you know, trying new things. Yeah, I think also just the fact that things sell, like I try not to make things that I think, oh, will this sell? You know, I don't want that to guide me. I really want to just make stuff that I love doing. And then if it sells, like there have been things that haven't been very successful. And that's all good, right? It's lovely.
Well, I mean, that is part of the I mean, is it all good? Oh, no, you have to. But one has to keep trying, one has to keep doing, and one has favorites and non-favorites. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
The whole community thing in this gallery, I find really, and the supportiveness, I have seen many times when a member brings something in and everybody oohs and ahs and says how much they like it.
Yeah.
And I love the way everybody gets pride of place in this gallery. Different times. I've done a few visitor shows and was just totally overwhelmed by how generous you all were with the amount of space allotted to me as a visiting artist. I got the whole middle of the thing, not just like here, you're a visiting artist over there in the corner. So I really think that's a good thing. One of the things that I forgot to do when Pam was sitting here, okay, these are some little cards that I have made. I've been making cards because I like to draw, and I don't know what to do with my art except throw it on the ground and use it for fire starters. But I wanted to give everybody that's spending their time here today one, just, and you can send it to someone. So pick one for Pam, because I forgot to get her, she's run off. Okay, that one's for Pam. Which one does Pam get? Ooh, oh look, he's cute. This is there's the Pam gets that one, and then this one is pick one for yourself.
I'll take this one.
Okay, which one did you get? Oh, the cute little chicken.
Cute.
They're cute. And
Thank
so
you.
this is a little bit of my time, and you feel free to write a card and send it on. Thank you
Laura.
Thank you for your time.
That's been really lovely.
Are you planning on making more art and staying here?
Yes.
And do you have anything different you're planning? Not that there's anything wrong with the good old stuff you've been doing.
I do make baskets as
Oh,
well.
baskets out of what?
Out of raffia and wool and things like that.
Oh.
Sometimes they often have feathers in them. I can't say what feathers.
Oh, you just find red.
But,
Look, here's one.
Look, here's one.
Let's see. These are lovely with cute little feathers in them.
They're for putting your treasures in, your earrings or necklaces or whatever.
Treasure basket.
Or
Yeah.
just looking at, holding.
Well, isn't that lovely? Okay. I am delighted to have met you through this gallery, and like I say, people leave out of here with your posters all the time very happy. So congratulations.
Thank
and
you,
if you'll see
sweetie.
that Pam gets
Yes,
that,
I will give it to her.
when we see. And
Thank
thank
you,
you for your
darling.
time. Yay. All right, I'm going to take a little break here, and this is a funny little fella that I made a long time ago, and I put some gold leaf on his face, a little piece of ceramic. It's been sitting around here. But anyway, so gold leaf. I recommend gold leaf to everybody. It does amazing things for your life. One of the things, as we know, that I like to talk about is food. And I'm down in Thames today at this Vessel Art Gallery, but I live about an hour north of here in Coromandel town, and where the farm I'm staying on, these beautiful little, look, to me this is a treasure, okay? I know it looks like an old nasty beat up banana, but this is a beautiful homegrown mini banana.
Ladyfinger.
A ladyfinger, and so I'm delighted. Now, I heard somewhere that the inside of a banana is really good for your teeth, and you're supposed to rub it on your teeth. But if you go to the grocery store, you can't. So I've been doing this. This is my new look. I think it's supposed to remineralize your teeth and whiten and brighten. So I think that these little lady fingers are perfect. I did this the other day and I forgot I'd done it. And then I went walking in the house. Anyways, the other thing that's coming right now in Coromandel town is, excuse me while I take out my teeth, that's better, is the guavas are starting to come in. There's yellow ones, and this is a little red one. There we go. And they're pretty good. So that's what's falling off the trees all around me. And I'd be glad to share a ladyfinger with anybody that wants one. You know, there we go. Or a guava. Pass those around. Anybody that wants to take a little bite is welcome. I like to share my treasures. All right, we're Faye to the front, please. Faye to the front, please. Yay, Faye. Thank you. I should stand up. Yeah. Welcome, Faye.
Kia
Now, give me your last name. Tutahit. Tutahit. Faye Tutahit. Thank you for being here. Now, you are what we call a commission artist.
I am.
Okay. Now, what's a commission artist? Here?
So, you pop work in, and if it sells, yay. If it doesn't, it stays.
Yeah, still here.
And you just pay a percentage towards the cost of
Yeah, and how did you find out about it?
through a friend.
Through a friend.
Yes,
Oh,
originally
all these friendly people.
I originally was a co-op member,
Oh, you were at
Yes.
one point. Yeah.
and last Christmas I made a decision to come out
Yeah.
and just go commission. I
Yeah,
had
you
some
left,
new ideas.
left beautifully and gracefully, and it's still part, but you didn't want to commit the time and the money. That, I mean, because like to be a member, you have to pay regularly and sit the gallery once every 2 weeks.
Well, I think it wasn't that. What it was that when I originally came here to Thames, I'd come from Wairoa, Hawke's Bay, and it had been hit by Cyclone Gabrielle.
The whole
And-
town was basically, I mean, it was silts all over everything. And
Yeah, well, I was in that flood,
Yes.
and the house was ruined,
There you
and
go.
we were quite
Pleasant.
sick, and
Yes.
a friend offered me a house for a wee while up here. So I came up, and then I got to know people in the vessel, and came on as a co-op member. You know, I stayed, and it was about when a town's broken and nobody comes anymore, what do you do as an artist?
Oh.
And that's why I came here, was because of that. What happens? How can you help yourself? So I came here to have another try because I knew it was a really good art place, Thames Coromandel. Found the vessel and made a lot of friends and sold some art. Yeah. And then just at Christmas time, I decided that I needed to step up even more.
Step up.
Step up.
Step up.
Or over, I'm not too sure which one it is. And I formed Fateful.com.
Fateful.
Yes, so I
Do you
just,
have a card? Is that the one? Fateful.com.
yeah, and so my sister and I, my sister Sharon.
Hello, sister. Come on, Sharon. Give us a wave. Yeah, I don't know why Sharon shouldn't sit here and talk to us too, but anyways,
But shy.
we were all a bit shy.
So-
Sharon, we know you're in there. She's part of this story. And who are these two young ladies?
They're really shy.
There's some other young ladies here that care. Okay.
Yeah, so anyway, I decided to, well, not fully exit, but move a little from Vessel, and I went out into the big yonder and went to the gift fair, the autumn gift fair in
Autumn
Auckland.
Gift Fair. So what is that, a big show where people...
Well, it's basically where all the retail shops that sell gifts go to buy stock.
Oh,
So I developed a new range of products to see how it would go. And so that's some of what I've brought to
okay,
you.
so what, yeah, show us what you're working on these days.
Okay, so just a little bit of history. About
Okay.
20 odd years ago, I was this. I've had that exhibition in all Portakea, and I was there for quite a while. And I made cards like this.
Oh.
And this.
Okay, now these seem to, okay, these, oh yeah, these are fairly realistic
Things.
Let me hand you this back so
Thank you.
So these are fairly realistic. Now, did you paint these or are
They're
these pictures?
paintings, yes.
Yes, they're
oil
paintings.
paintings.
These are oil paintings that you have just made. And how big were they?
I suppose about that.
Mhm.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about that. And of course they sold and
Beautiful,
bye-bye.
yeah. Bye-bye.
And then when I moved to Wairoa, Hawke's Bay, and got to know the land and the people there, I did another range of style.
Oh, this is totally different, eh?
Yeah.
So what do we
they're
call
a
this?
series. This is Many Pathways.
Mini pathways.
Arado, it's called. Yeah, and so that was the connectedness of things.
Okay, now these are paintings also?
They were paintings, gone, history.
Yes, history. But how big were they?
Again, probably
About
about,
that big?
that.
And you painted with
Ink. So they're prints,
these are prints.
and
okay.
they're talking about the connection to things through the
The
lines.
cards are talking, darling,
Yes.
through the lines. Yes,
Through the
absolutely.
lines,
That's what
yeah.
we absolutely. Okay.
And
then
then I came to Vessel and Wairoa, and I put out these range of cards. These
Okay,
are
now
just some of them, and it's talking about the 4 seasons and the changing of colours, and my love of Pacifica. I just love that design on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I took these also to the gift fair,
Mm-hmm.
and the logo on the back, they're new. I never used to do that. I had to step up.
Yes. The
'Cause-
logo on the back.
Yes.
I need to start saying
Yes.
the back of those cards I make.
Yes. And
The logo on the back. Why? Yeah. Why is it that you have a perfectly look? This is a perfectly beautiful card. Why? Why do you think that all of a sudden, when you put the logo on the back, it's worth more, quote unquote?
I don't know that it's worth more.
Mhm.
It's just people want to understand what's going on and who it is, who's produced it. And
Yeah.
the
It says lino cut unlimited here, so
Yes.
it gives you a little bit of a
history of it.
history, and it says New Zealand on it. Yeah.
Because
That's,
I maintain Indigenous, authentic and connected, and that's my whakaaro or my
Wait.
thought.
Okay, say that again. Indigenous,
Indigenous,
authentic,
authentic and
and
connected.
And what was the word you used? Your
I don't know.
just like, anyways, it's your path or whatever. Yes. It's your thing.
So that evolved since December when I left to go to this fair, and then I put out a new range of cards using te reo Māori, which is not something I had in Vessel, and so I did a lot of research because I'm a researcher by nature. I'm nosy.
She nosy. Is that true? Is she nosy, sister? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah.
I can't help it, I'm gobbledygook. I want to know how things work and how they fit together, you see, and how they connect together. So how do the leaves get down there on the ground? How does the colour change? Why does it change? Where did it come from? And so that's a researcher, and that's the type of artist that I am. However, you might get something as simple as that, but I've done a heck of a lot of research about that.
Right. So that's
get
just
it to that.
the image, but you've
Yes.
researched like the history of the image and how it relates to you.
Yes. Yeah. This was done for Te Puru, Coromandel.
Te Puru, what does that mean? What does that mean? What Te Puru, is that the region or the?
That's where I live now.
Okay, that's a place. See, it's
And
not much I know.
I never like to interpret. I leave that to the home people that live there to tell you what Te Puru is.
Yeah, okay.
Because
but
I'm
it's
from a
place.
different area.
Oh, where are you from originally?
Born in Upper Hutt. My bones hail from Tauranga in Matata.
There you go, and here you are with us.
Yes.
Now, this is completely different. Now,
Yes.
look, this looks like a photograph to me.
Yes.
Okay, so you've taken a photograph.
My photograph, because
Yes.
authentic, Indigenous and connected.
Yes,
So-
and that's, I guess it's authentic. It's indigenous because it's a Putikau, or just because you are
Yeah, and
indigenous.
that's just at my house. So anything I use in the cards connect to me. They're my photos or my family's photos or my art. Yeah.
And what does this say at the top?
Ngā mihi o te wā. Greetings.
Greetings.
From Coromandel Coast, and it's a Pahutakawa. So in designing that particular card, I was marketing to information centres, just for a word.
Absolutely.
It's promoting the region.
Yeah. And do you sell all your cards with an envelope or not necessarily?
Yes, it has an envelope
Yeah.
and it comes packaged.
Yeah, it comes up, all ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's see some of the other one. What's this one?
And this one's Matariki.
Matariki, that's a constellation, am I correct in that? See how much I've learned.
Do you know the word? I can't say it.
Which one?
Of the constellation.
Oh, yeah, no. The Pallades? What? Pallades? Come in here. Come in here. She's the one that knows.
I can't
We
say
can't
it.
say it. She knows, but she's hiding over there. Come on. Okay,
Come on,
anyways,
Sissy.
can you spell it? I can't spell
No,
it either.
P-H-L?
P-H-L.
E-D-E-S.
The Pallades.
Well, I thought that's how it was said, but
Yes.
no.
Okay. Anyways, they call it Matariki here, and for
Right.
some reason, you guys have a big sort of like celebration or something. What is it on Matariki Day? You do something.
So it's our Marti New Year.
It's the Maori New Year.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And a lot of our word is based on the stars and the moon and nature. And so depending on the colour of the stars, The brightness and the placement is to how you live life. When you'll plant, when you'll fish, if you're going to have a good year, whether it rains more, can be told by
the
those
stars.
stars.
I wonder if it's like what we have in the United States. We call it the Farmer's Almanac. And I don't know exactly who figures it out, but it has to do with the stars too. And they used to be in all the seed stores, the Farmer's Almanac, that would tell you how to plant in relationship to the stars. But I used to work at this place one time, and these people would come in and buy seeds, and this old gentleman came in, and I said, "Oh, are you planting by the stars?" And he said, "Young lady, I don't live on the moon, I'm not planting by the moon." And I said, "Yes, sir," and off he went. But yeah, the idea that the stars affect your reality. Right.
Well, yeah, it's a guide.
Yeah, but I think when I say we, me, my white ass American, middle of the line folk, there's the star that Jesus was born under. That's the only star I know. I feel like here as Maoris that you pay more attention to the constellations than a typical American suburbanite would. That's my opinion. I could be wrong about that. Okay, so let's see another one here.
There's another one.
Yeah. Only bow to a lofty mountain.
So that particular card, it is my print in the middle. And Tutahit is about standing together and strong and not bowing. And I mean, when you become an artist and you're well developed, you're pretty upright in yourself at what you create. That's what I believe. So that was that one. And talking of, there we are, there's this one.
And what's this one?
So that is part of a big painting where a prophecy was made, and it said only when Marti come together as one will there be peace on earth. And I painted this many years ago, and it's only one part of it, and you have to wait for the rest of them, the rest of the parts. But because we're brand new, my sister and I.
Yes, now let's talk about
business.
this. So you and your sister
Yes.
have now started a business.
Yes.
And the business is cards or other things too?
Well, we do cards and prints.
And prints?
So we've got a
And,
print.
Let's see the print. So you're doing cards and print, and your sister is helping you because she's so lovely and kind. But also, are you the marketing expert over there, or?
Well, she's actually all the systems as well as being very creative. Because Sharon, my sister, was doing digital art many years ago, way before I picked up a computer. And I've known her strengths and I know mine.
Yeah.
I'm not that good on the digital platform or platforms, but I want to be. Yeah, so for me, this is just part of my childhood dream. I dreamt that I wanted to be an artist, and I actually wanted to be famous.
Well, you want to, why is that in the past?
Well, it's not. It's
Okay.
like coming real,
Yes.
like we're doing
Yes.
this. Because we have our platform, and it is a world stage. Our website isn't up and running yet. It's
it will
in
be.
progress, but we're just really excited.
And you're wanting to do more of these gift shows where you can.
Well, at the gift show, when you're brand new, a brand new business, you can go to the gift show, and it's very expensive. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But when you've got no contacts, nobody wants to buy your product. That's where you go, and you showcase your products, and you build connections with shops and things.
Right.
And that's how you get into business.
Right, because
That's
they're
just
wandering
one way.
around looking for things to
Yep.
sell. If you sell them a good product, then they'll call you next week and buy some more.
Or just, it wasn't even about selling, it was about connecting and building relationships. And so this is one of 5 ink drawings that I did. And again, to me it talks about Papa Tuanoku, Earth Mother, and it hails out of Waido being broken. And so my whakaaro, or my thought, is that our mother
That was the word I was looking for earlier, the whakaaro, the thought. When we were talking, okay, there you go. Say that word again. I love these words.
whakaaro.
Whakaaro.
Yes. So my thought was, and going back to Wairoa home, is that I've seen her correcting herself, fixing herself. Nature can heal. And so that's what I'm talking about in here is she'll change and move. If you take say a photograph 20 years earlier and then come back, the land has changed. The people are gone maybe, but the land changes. And so my style is weaving. And I was a weaver and I am a potter, but I prefer this kind of work. And so the levels aren't even, because I believe there is no end and no beginning. She'll just keep weaving the land. And if you have a wee look in there she is. That's Papa Tuinuku in there.
Oh, there she is.
And so it was, this is one of 5.
That's one of 5. Well,
It's
there
one
you
of 5.
go.
Yeah. And we've got many more exciting things. We're just so excited because the world is ours. We've got a platform.
And you have a platform.
Yes.
And so soon your website will be up and running. And people will be able to share your love of like community. I like the way you keep saying community and togetherness. And that's good work. I'd like to offer you one of my paintings.
Thank you.
For your time.
And while I'm taking that, I must say, I'm hoping Vessel will have me back as doing one day a month helping out. Because I actually miss them.
Well, look, there's thumbs up from the.
I think I like this one.
And this is for you, doll. You take one. You're here. You're part of the. She's off camera.
Yes,
refuses
that's sister.
to. The important sister. Oh, look, that's an interesting
And
one. And
yeah, it is, because this next lot of lino cuts that I'm doing has the circles.
Oh, well, that's
We're
funny.
connected.
There you go. I know. Isn't that interesting? Which one did you get, sister? Oh, you got the love and the love and this was I did it around Valentine's Day. It's all about love. And there you go.
Thank you.
So thank you. I really appreciate your taking the time, and I love the idea that you when we first met, you know, she's like, I'm an artist. I'm going to be an artist. I'm moving forward. My sister, my husband, we're doing it. And why the heck not? Good for you. And I appreciate that you, that you want to stand up with your family and stay in integrity.
Kia ora.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I appreciate your time, and maybe you can come back. All right. So thank you for your time, and we'll get
Next one.
We'll get the next one. But thank you. Aw, congratulations, love. Yay.
Well, he's out there. Do you want to have a little song or no?
No, I'm not gonna have. We're gonna have somebody else come. That's all right. Where's your next? What's the next big thing in your life?
Oh, I've got an exhibition at the Thames Gallery in
At the Thames
August,
Gallery.
and
in
it's
August.
Te Puru.
Tipuru. That's the place.
Yes.
See, all these words, I never know whether they mean food or place or idea. But anyways, the gallery is in Tipuru, and you will have an exhibition there.
Yes, in August.
Congratulations. Yay. All right. To the stage, we have John. Welcome, John. Good to see you. Welcome. Stand up for you too. We'll stand up for people. All right. So you are you an actual member of this gallery?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And how long have you been a member?
4 months. 3 or 4 months.
So you're a newbie. How is it? You can tell me. Tell
They're
me, how is
they're
it?
all crazy. And you want to see the meetings.
Oh, the meetings.
They break
good.
into little groups. It's probably really good practice, but they break into little groups and they have separate conversations.
Oh.
Yeah.
At meetings?
At meetings.
Well,
And-
let's get into this. I like this idea about the fact
Well,
that this is a co-op.
It's unfacilitated, and if you did facilitate it, it would probably be brilliant, actually, because that's what you need to do. Because these people need to process.
Mm-hmm.
You Americans understand process.
Process,
don't you?
yes. We have issues and we need to process them.
Yeah, and but the other thing about it is that they actually really get on so well together, that they're so pleased to meet each other, that they're over, you know, their cup overfloweth with appreciation, with mutual appreciation. And so that's something that I've sat back and watched, and you know, and now I'm in power. I've got the meeting. You see, I'm taking the meeting, and so, but it's impossible to facilitate, you know, like conventionally, because they've got their thing going.
Yeah.
And so, like I say, some of it's good, some of it, you know, I've got a hearing deficiency, and so if two people are talking at once, I don't hear either of them.
Oh, yeah.
And so for an old fellow like me, I can get cut out of what's happening. But that's okay, because I just say, what was that?
What was that?
And they'll inform me. And so I've been involved in co-ops before, and there's always a saboteur.
A saboteur.
Yes. So far, I haven't noted one here.
Then perhaps you're the saboteur.
Well, I could be if I wanted to be. But I'm not. And so I'm really struck by how well they get on, how well you guys get on.
And you guys, you're part of him now.
No, I was pointing to the cameraman.
Yes, well, the camera
Yeah.
woman is doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and you knew of the gallery how?
Well, I used to walk through here because my ex, we were 28 years together, and then 20 years ago we separated because I wanted to do that and she wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so I used to walk through here because I visit with her on a Saturday particularly, and never take any notice. You know, just go perfunctory, look around, and then, okay, so what happened for me was I went to Nevada for 4 months and did a big art piece for Burning Man in the
A
desert.
big art piece for
Yeah,
Burning
yeah.
Man. Yeah, that's big news.
And it was a 60-foot traffic cone.
Oh.
And we built this thing, and it was a hit. It was a real hit. And you know, I've been an artist in my life. I had periods where I did artwork, and this was a big, like, road to Damascus experience where I was mixing it with, there was 50, 60 other artists and all that. So I got totally inspired back into art. And then I looked around and the shop, and I went, shit.
This place.
And my daughter, who's in the shop, the organic shop just up the road,
yeah.
Alia, have you met
Yeah,
Alia?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. She recommended that I come down here. And so I did. Came to a meeting, and everyone went, yes.
I know, they are so positive. Now, you originally brought these cutting boards, is that correct? This is like a cutting board that you've
No,
made.
I originally bought some simpler ones. This one is, you know, what I've developed to.
Daddy long leg. Okay.
But I'm actually going other places.
Yes, now we're going to see. So this is inlaid wood. And
This
these
is
are-
where I'm going now.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Just a piece of wood, beautifully.
Do you know what it is?
No, hold it up for the camera there.
Oh,
What
yeah.
kind of wood is this one?
Avocado.
This is avocado, and you've put a little bit of an edge, and then it has this.
Rough edge, yeah.
It's very beautiful. I mean, it's sort of like just let the wood shine. But what I like about it is that it's not square.
No.
It's a little bit. Wow. And then
Obtuse.
you have some. And these are lovely fun. And I know you make little sushi boards and stuff. And this is all very easy to understand stuff. But for the exciting art show, dun 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 dun, this. Now we're going to have to do a little bit of talking about this one. Can we hold it onto our laps?
Okay.
Because it
Is
will
it going to
hold-
work?
Yep, that's good.
Would that be better for the
Yes.
other camera? Because there's two cameras. Okay. This is what? What do we call this?
Illumination.
Illumination. So let's see if people can see that there is a mirror here. This fine. Now, did you start with an idea that you wanted it to look like, or I'm going to continue to rotate it slowly, that you wanted, or was it, did it just happen itself?
I started with this fella.
Oh, it's a fellow. Yes, oh,
And
yes,
obviously.
oh, excuse me, I hadn't taken proper note.
I found it.
Babies don't always have that explicit genitalia. That one is quite.
Well, that's what's
Now that I'm noticing.
That's what struck me.
Mm-hmm.
Has the camera picked up on that?
There's a
That it's
rotating
actually got a realistic penis.
He absolutely does.
And it was
So-
in a what you call a thrift shop.
Mhm.
We call it an op shop.
Mhm.
It was in the shop, and I looked at it and had a little female doll with it. And I looked at it and I thought, wow, that's so evocative because I've never seen a doll with a penis ever. And so I bought it. It was $10.
$10.
And apparently, they're used in birthing and young parent classes, and they're worth over $200 each.
Oh.
These dolls, these realistic dolls.
Yeah.
And so I had it sitting in my workshop. I knew I was going to do something with it, and then slowly, over about a 6-week period, I put this together. And so it's evocative, and it's the label for it says it's a tribute to Don Driver.
Two.
Don Driver.
Who's Don Driver?
Well, there you go. Don
Does he have
Driver.
a penis as good as this one?
I've
Just
never
kidding.
seen his penis, so I don't know.
Good.
But anyway.
Excuse me, I don't know why.
Okay, so Faye just looked him up
Mm-hmm.
in Google, and it
Yes.
said he was one of the most influential artists of the 70s and 80s and 90s.
Oh.
And
Give me his name again, Don.
Don Driver, yeah.
Driver.
Now, I worked with him back in the early 80s for about 7 months. Him and I worked in an art gallery together, and we did exhibitions. We'd paint the walls and hang the pictures and all that for exhibitions. But I got to know him, and I helped him on 2 of his exhibitions, and he did work. He's very influential, and this is my interpretation, his influence on me. Now, he used to do work that this is sort of similar. And on one level, you're taking the piss. On one level, it's you just want a response. It's evocative. You just want a response. But on another level, because the process of doing something like this is you've got all sorts of ideas. Oh my God, Jesus.
Yeah, the
It
baby could be doing
speaks to you
anything.
constantly,
Yeah.
you know. And hardly anybody's sort of engaged properly, in my mind anyway. So one person said to me that, you know, because they said to me, first of all, they said to me, I don't get it. And I said, yeah, that's good, that's where you start. That's a really good starting point. And then they came back to me and said, that looks like a baby guru. And I said, now you're
A
cooking.
baby guru.
Yes,
Oh.
now you're cooking. So I had a conversation in the shop with a woman who travels the world teaching people how to be with these new children that are getting born at the moment that are really advanced.
Yeah, there's an
You know.
idea that the children being born in the world now are different from the
Yes,
children.
yeah, they're really advanced. They're au fait with all technologies and all that, and they're non-judgmental, and she is teaching adults how to deal with it, you know, because our old ways don't work. And so that was one of the ideas I had with this, that this is one of these new children. But that was my idea, and you know, that person that said the baby guru gleaned some of it, got something.
yeah.
Okay, so the mirror is illumination, and that's why it's called illumination, because it's got a mirror. And these symbols here, well, this is the earth, and this here could be a penis, but it could also be a structure. And
Let's turn it one more time.
yeah, it's a structure. So here we've got the earth, here we've got technology, here we've got the baby guru, maybe, you know, and there's a lot happening. And so if you allow yourself to open up to the influence, and just instead of just walking away or saying I don't get it, then a whole lot of things happen.
Well, what I find interesting is that this was your piece for the new works for the show, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it's like when you make cutting boards, we assume that people are going to buy them and take them home and use them. Now, when you make a piece of artwork like this seems more like sort of a statement.
Yeah,
Statement. I mean,
but so are they. I mean,
Yeah, are they?
that's a framed piece of art.
I know, but it's like, I guess, is this a piece of artwork that you want to sell? I mean, you have a price on it?
I've got a price.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
okay. So somebody could take this piece of art home. and then they'd have to want to do something with it. All right, well,
They'd
Don,
have to be brave though.
they'd have to be brave.
Oh yeah. Or
Well, so-
or the other alternative is that they know Don Driver's work and they go shit.
Shit, that could be his work.
No, not that it could be his
No,
work, but they are wanting to honour Don Driver as well, you know.
Right.
And they say, okay, that's his work. If that was his work, it'd be worth thousands.
Right, and this is just sort of, not just, it is inspired by his work, so it would be sort of, if somebody had a gallery, they could have a continuation of his work, and then your work as inspired by his work, maybe.
Well, they probably they'd have to know the story, and yeah, you know, Don's been dead for quite a while now, and so I'm not sure how that would work.
Anyway, but keep up the good work is what I say. I'm going to allow you to choose. We're running out of time here, I've noticed. I'm going to
Okay.
allow you to choose. Ooh, you maybe get two. He got two. Oh, look, how interesting. Okay, so he got the heart. He grabbed two. So you get two. That's the way to work. And then you got, and these are cards, so feel free to send them to somebody. You don't have to keep them
And
forever.
these are your work.
Yeah, these are my work,
Oh,
signed, and they're just, I've been making them as cards so that they're useful, because that way, otherwise you have, this one's backwards, see the poor thing, otherwise you just end up with art piled up around.
Okay,
I wish
cheers.
we could talk forever, John, thank you so
Well, we
much for
can
your
talk
time.
later if you want.
Yeah, so wrong. I wrote that on the inside of this card because the card is opening backwards. And so it's like I started drawing it and I'm like, oh, you've drawn it backwards. And so on the inside I just wrote so wrong. All right,
Okay,
so right,
cheers.
thank you. I really appreciate your time.
Okay.
We are running out of time. There are so
Okay,
many
it's
more.
Marti now.
Yeah, tell Marty to come in here for a little quick goodbye. Our camera person is Kathryn. Stick your head in 1 minute here. This is our lovely camera person. And this is Kathryn, and we may have seen her work in the past. These are your newest pieces, and I'm not, since we don't have anybody to snoop on, so I wanted to just say thank you for you. And Marty, will you please bring your little bird in? And this is Marty. You guys get a half a second of time. This, you make great, huge sculptures, and one day we'll interview you in your studio so you can show us.
One day, yes.
One day when you get, but this is made out of stone,
Silverware, yeah.
silverware,
Silver cutlery.
and it is so beautiful.
This one's got a fancy little tail and chest,
Yeah, the chest is so beautiful. Your artwork, people do, I've seen a lot of spoon work and, you know, making things out of cutlery,
Oh,
but
yeah,
yours are particularly
It's been done
charming.
before. Yeah,
They're,
for sure.
they're pretty, and I know that's the wonderful thing about art. You're not the first person to make a bird out of silverware, but you're the first person to make this cute little one like this.
Yeah, well, it's a kingfisher, and so it has a crown, so it's a little play on words.
Yeah, but that's what I like
the
about
king,
it, is that it's so beautiful. And you have lots of different works in this gallery, and you were a founding member.
Indeed,
you,
I
Kathryn.
was. Yes.
And is it everything you dreamed?
More.
They're not here. You can tell me.
It's more than we dreamed. Yeah, we originally set it up as a solution to a friend who had an extra space, a gallery space that he needed to rent.
Yeah.
But to run as a gallery, it's really hard to do on your own. So we sort of suggested a co-op, and then so it sort of solved his problem of renting the space, and then we needed somewhere as an outlet for our art.
Yeah.
So it was sort of win-win, and so, but then we couldn't do it on our own either, and so the co-op sort of provided the solution to 3 or 4 problems, you know, so it was just been excellent, yeah, and so it's provided community and connection and inspiration and support, and, you know, we've met lots of other artists and created a whole little community around it, and then I think for Thames, you know, we've provided an opportunity for other, you know, the community to exhibit also, and for the people to come and be inspired. And
It's so cute. This
So
little
beautiful
back
stuff.
is like a little forky type thing, and the way you've been it. So cute. All right, well, that's all you could say. So I
Awesome.
want to thank you guys so
Cheers.
much for having me. Will you hand me Rosie there for a minute behind you, because she's here? This is a piece of work that I did years ago, but she's still around. We'll just show her off. Her name is Rosie. And thank you to the Vessel Art Co-op. And the next show will be in 2 weeks somewhere else. Goodbye.
see you later.
See you later.